It's Baba Buena Lumona. Quella la tiene da una, io vedo fuori da Julian. You get what you die, you live, you don't quit to make every little for you. Dear boy, oh dear pocket.
Previously on Botched, I almost died. And I got my eyes back. Maybe somebody who was strong will help us back to the village. He was pretty handsome.
What village?
Town.
You're already in town. How do you think you got your eyes back, Ding Dong?
I just woke up here. Hooray! Hallelujah! I can see. Praise Chickums.
Is that it?
I am the new high priest of Chickums, for he has changed my life.
Okay.
The new eye priest of Chickums.
Sure. Welcome back, listeners, to the 41st episode of our 7th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are not going to start exactly where we left off last time, as we're just going to assume that the party went back to the room that they were renting or staying in right after healing Skrothor's eyes. In fact, maybe his eyes weren't entirely healed yet. He needed a nice night's sleep to recoup from his wounds, and also for the eyeballs to reform properly and not just be a gummy mess in his skull.
We're sleeping at the Milky Hotel, right?
I'm going to say that you're just sleeping in a normal home that just happens to be vacant. So, like, ground floor, one level
Since
house.
we kicked the occupants out.
Yes.
We live here now.
Probably.
We're heroes.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that you're all asleep, and it's now nighttime.
Well in sleep.
Everybody roll me a perception check with disadvantage. Now you know what it feels like to be Skrothor.
It's just a normal day for me.
Yeah.
Chose +7 perception. You get disadvantage for your character all the time. Skrothor got a 14.
Okay.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
19.
Okay.
I rolled 2 18s.
Do you have a +1?
I get a natural 1.
Okay.
Well, I've got, I wear glasses. You think you think I have great eyesight or something? What's the deal?
Sleep like the dead or sleep with the dead, am I right?
I got a 7.
Okay.
Sexy zombies.
So, Skrothor and Clancy, you guys hear something and are aroused from your sleep ever so slightly. You are all in one room together, and just a bunch of beds on the floor. So it's just like an open space with some beds in it. That's where you're sleeping. It's pretty simple, nothing too fancy. And you notice that just out the window, there's moonlight pouring in, but you see like a shadow pass by the window. And it doesn't make any noise. You just see something creepily go by the window, and you can't make out any discernible features.
But you can make out with each other.
But you can make out with each other. Your beds are next to each other.
Bird tongue and turtle tongue.
We're already up.
Psst. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, it was probably a cat or something.
Do you think we should check?
Why?
It could be dangerous.
Do you literally go outside every time you see a shadow outside?
It was so shadowy, it woke us up.
I don't think that's what woke us up. I think it was just coincidental that we woke up and the shadow happened to pass.
You two hear a gunshot go off.
We should probably check.
Wake up, Captain Gizzard.
No matter how much you poke him, he doesn't seem to wake up. He is in a very deep, stupid botched slumber.
Oh no,
Felita.
they got Captain Gizzard.
Felita.
Felita also
shake,
doesn't
shake.
seem to really want to wake up, probably from the wounds that she's sustained.
And a dog barks outside.
Yeah, there's a dog barking outside.
All right, I'm going to check it out. I will cast Pass Without Trace on my turtle friend and I.
Okay.
It looks like it's another Animal Friends episode.
So this makes it so that you get, like, what, +10 to stealth? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. So you guys Are
Do
you
you want us to roll?
what? Are you like quickly leaving the house to go and like towards the sound of the gunshot? Or are you trying to
quickly,
quietly,
yet
like
stealthily.
stealthily?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Skrothor got a nat 20, so that's like 32.
Okay.
I got a 12, so that's a
22.
27.
Oh, okay, because you're plus.
Correct. I'm a
Okay.
rogue.
So I mean, yeah, you guys are super quiet, and you see that there's a light on at the church a couple doors down.
Of Chickums?
Yes, the Church of Chickums. The door appears to be open, and there's like a faint light pouring out from underneath of it.
They're defiling my new favorite altar, I can tell. We must stop them.
We're going to go sneak up and look into the door.
Okay. When you look in the door, you see all the way at the other end of the building, there's like a shadowy figure. You can't really make out any discernible features, and he's standing over the body of the priest, who has a giant hole right in the middle of the forehead. There's like steam coming off of the hole in the head.
Did we like the priest? Did we not like the priest?
Yes,
Like the
he
priest?
was our buddy.
Just
We
fixed
liked
his
him?
eyes.
All
He
right.
fixed my eyes.
Let's kill that guy.
Yeah.
Let's sneak up on him and kill him. Let's not even ask what the situation was or any of the mitigating circumstances. Let's not wait for all the facts to come out. Let's just react.
What if we just captured him?
We could capture him. You know, nobody's captured like the dead.
And then I could ask him questions afterwards.
Nobody dead has ever escaped prison.
Skrothor's going to cast Entangle on this.
What's the range on that?
90 feet?
Yeah, that would hit. Well, do they like save or it's just auto?
They must succeed a strength saving throw.
Okay. 17.
I believe meets beats.
Okay, so you guys are outside the church, right?
I think
you're
we
Scooby-Dooing?
darkened the door.
Oh, it's
I think at this point,
I figured
right?
you're. So you're in.
We're in the fatal funnel maybe right now, or did we stay outside?
we're like right outside the
I was
door.
gonna say you guys are
Oh.
outside the door.
Poking it
Gotcha,
around.
gotcha.
But you see the shadowy figure turn, but it's kind of dark over there, so you can't make out any discernible features.
Skrothor, I don't know what it is, but I really want to discern this guy's features. We should get closer so we can discern his fucking features.
The plants do turn the ground into difficult terrain, however, while he's in there. Even though they didn't grab them.
As if life wasn't hard enough.
Okay.
Now even the terrain is difficult.
So yeah, so he just turns around, he's just standing there.
Well, I am probably seen since I did a thing.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on.
I mean, he's
Insight.
looking right
I
in
wanna,
your direction, but
I want to insight check and see if maybe he sees me. That's not a bad insight check. It's 26.
you're getting just like a little bit of an eye shine, and you definitely could tell his eyes are moving back and forth between the two of you. So yes, he saw you.
Skrothor, let's just go in. Maybe
Why?
have a talk. Maybe he's the new priest. Maybe this is their ritual. Maybe this is how you
Out with
become
the
the
old,
new
into the
priest. You
new.
have to kill the old priest.
Why did you kill my friend, the sight giver?
And the head just cocks to the side a little bit, but again, no response to anything.
Hello? Earth to shadowy figure.
The shadowy figure just slowly like backs away, but doesn't seem like the legs are moving very much. Just moving away towards the back of the church.
Fancy.
Because you guys are still outside, right?
I'm gonna run around the back of the church.
Okay.
Skrothor's going to cast Fairy Fire on this fucker.
Okay. What's that do?
Make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Is it difficult
18.
terrain? Gives him disadvantage or anything like that?
No.
No.
It slows his movement
Is that it?
movement speed.
Rip.
If he even touches the ground, it sounds like he's
Hover
floating,
doing. Yeah.
like a Dementor.
So Clancy's going around the back of the building.
That's right.
Skrothor's just staying at the front.
I guess I'll start shouting murder.
Scrat! Murder!
Okay.
What am I doing?
Wake up!
Am I dreaming? What are my dreams like?
Dreaming of killing a
You're
priest.
dreaming of...
Am I playing skee ball?
I hate to be that guy anyway, but Tristan, since you cast Fairy Fire, your entangle is gone.
You're dreaming of meaty blacksmiths. Just like really strong, burly blacksmiths who are very just glistening.
I love when I have a
Carrying you.
reoccring dream.
Just carrying you like you're a baby.
Huge hammers. Huge hammers.
Taking
Is
Cudgels
Frida
of
also weirdly
hammers.
having this same dream?
Yes. All of you are having the same dream about the same big, sweaty blacksmith. It's strange.
I'm just thinking about it consciously.
I mean, sure. Okay, so Clancy's going around the back of the church. Skrothor is standing at the door and yelling murder.
I guess I'm playing a different kind of skee ball in my dream.
Okay.
Pocket ball.
So, Skrothor, you notice that
Skeet ball.
one of the lights in the church just kind of like is sort of twisting and turning because there's a little bit of a breeze now that you've opened the door, and the light sort of shines over that way, and you are basically looking in the mirror as whatever this thing is on the other side of the room looks just like you.
No.
And it twiddles its weird scar finger flesh, and then it looks like it just seeps into the shadows of the wall
What?
and disappears.
I hate it.
How intelligent are you?
Not very.
He's a bird.
He's a caster. You think
I'm a
he'd be-
wisdom caster.
Oh, yeah.
Of average intelligence.
Okay, so you wouldn't believe that your new eyeballs are making you see things that aren't actually there.
It could be, but I don't.
You hear a lot of people running towards
Help!
the church. Yep, there's people running.
I'm going to stay here and talk to them as soon as they get
Okay.
here.
So within a few minutes, people arrive, including harmonica. And there's a lot of commotion right now. There's a lot of worry because somebody definitely spots the dead priest laying on the steps at the back with a big fucking hole in his head.
Sees you with guns.
Sees you with,
My guns have not been fired.
there you go.
I give
So,
them to harmonica.
You give them to harmonica.
I say. I tell them what I saw. The shadowy figure. Sorry.
The fuck is Steve's character's name?
Clancy.
Clancy and
Scuttlebottom.
Clancy and I were enjoying a nice dream when a shadow passed in front of our window through the moonlight, waking us up. I tried to rouse our friends, but they are in a deep slumber, perhaps magical. Anyway, we heard a gunshot, and we came out here, and we saw the priest lying dead, and there was a shadowy figure above them that melted into the distance as soon as we tried to stop it.
Roll a
Truth check?
Truth check.
What the fuck's a truth check?
I don't know. Charisma.
Persuasion, maybe?
Well,
He's not lying.
I'm just saying
Same.
charisma.
Right.
roll.
Of course he's not lying. That would be deception.
Yeah.
10.
You say it, but you're a little shaky in the way that you say it, or a little excited.
Yes.
And you notice that, like, some people in the crowd are like, that sounds like made up. Like, he's the only person here, and then a shadow person just bleeds in the wall. There's nobody else here. Okay. And then harmonica's just like, everybody calm down, calm down. We're going to get to the bottom of this, don't you worry. And then so you gave him your guns, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, okay. He's like, so, I think for the town's peace of mind, we're just going to put you in the hold for the day, just in the cell, it's fine. And we're going to do a little ballistic test.
A what?
I'm going to take one of the bullets from your gun
Okay.
and check to make sure it, doesn't match the wound.
But all the bullets are in there.
Well, then okay.
And it hasn't been fired. It's just clean.
Okay. I'm just telling you that's the way I got.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep these people calm. They're losing their minds. They're very paranoid people. They're artists.
Well,
It is what
can't
it is.
I? Well, never mind.
What?
Nope,
Okay.
I'm good.
Like I said, if you didn't do anything, you got nothing to worry about.
All right. Justice will work things out.
Exactly.
I'm
I will
fine.
make sure that justice is done here. Okay. And if you did it, you're gonna hang from the neck until dead.
Well, good thing I did not.
Exactly. So you're fine.
So voice in head now seems like a good time to ask about what happens when I obviously see the shadowy figure come out of the other side of the church wall in the back of the church.
He doesn't.
Well, he's still in the walls. We have to go get him.
I mean,
I
you
s-
can. The harmonica is taking.
Call one of those big beefy blacksmiths with their thick hammers to start knocking down these walls.
We're gonna tear this church down and find this son of a bitch.
Every single to the last brick until we find that son of a bitch. He's hiding in the walls. I saw him go in.
So, Harmonica leads Skrothor over to the town jail. Essentially, it's fairly clean. It's fairly simple. You know, there's nothing. There's not like a piss bucket.
It's clean for now.
Yeah, it's not like there's blood all over the place. It's not.
There
terrible.
will be.
But yeah, so he just walks you in the cell very gently and just closes it and locks it. And he's like I said, we're gonna get to the bottom of this and we'll make sure that nothing happens to you. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You seem like a kind man.
Roll a new character.
The police aren't your
Working on it.
friends. The police are not your friends.
So he goes out to the rest of the audience. He goes out to the rest of the crowd.
Says,
Basically,
"Big
just
Jim."
tries to assuage everything, and you notice that, you know, his voice is very melodic and almost hypnotizing in that it really starts to calm people down. And he's like, "All right, so just, you know, I know it might be hard, but go back to your homes, and we'll settle this in the morning." And so everybody disperses. And then there's only him left, and then you guys, I guess.
Skrothor's in jail,
Skrothor's in jail, yes.
so it's just Clancy, because Felita and I are sleepy.
It's true. Clancy, or are you still hanging out by the church?
Well, I mean, I suppose after several minutes, if I don't hear anybody come outside or see anybody come outside, I'd probably go in the rectory door,
Okay.
which is in the back, Dennis.
Okay.
I know you've never been to church.
I haven't.
In your fucking life, you heathen. It's in the back. It's where the priest
Lucky.
comes in from his house.
It's only a Catholic church.
Yeah, Church of
I went to
Chickens is
normal
no rectory.
church, and they didn't have a priest who lived
Normal
on the premise.
church. Catholic church is the normal church.
Is it?
Protestant church is the new church.
At the Church of Chickens, they have a cloactory.
Boo.
Bees.
That's fair. So, yeah.
I'm just kidding. As we all know, the normal church is a mosque because Islam is the biggest religion in the world.
There you go.
It's fair.
Therefore, it's normal.
Okay. Are you going in the back of this thing, or are you going in the front door? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go in the rectory door,
Okay.
which there is one.
The back door, you say?
Yes.
Hi-lo.
Rectory. It literally
Hi-lo.
means back,
Hi-lo.
butthole. Low.
No, there's no back door.
You're no back door.
I'm no back door Steve.
No back door and Steve.
I go in the front.
Oh.
Missionary's the only way I
always
go.
go in the front.
Intense eye contact.
So you go in the front?
After several minutes, I'll walk back out front to tell Skrothor there's no door back there.
So there's no
And he
Skrothor
didn't
up.
You're
bust
never
out
going to
of the
believe
wall.
this.
So Skrothor's not in the front of the church anymore.
Well, that's fucking rude.
You heard a lot of commotion around the other side of the building. You just were staring at the wall waiting for somebody to pop out of it. But
Yeah,
nobody
I
ever
thought
popped
maybe
out.
they were apprehending the suspect.
Sure. But you don't see anybody.
There's nobody around.
You see Harmonica at the other end of the street, like a few buildings down outside of the what looks to be the jailhouse.
All right. Is he looking at me?
Not directly. No, he's looking at a pocket watch.
Since it seems more important for Harmonica to make an arrest than to actually investigate the crime, I will go inside and look at the body.
Okay. You go over, roll me an investigation check. Or medicine, or whatever it is you want to do to this body. Persuasion.
Seduction.
That's what, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Am I? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But maybe. I'm just kidding. All right. We'll go
cutting any of those out.
with. Yeah. Investigation, I have expertise in. So that will be a dirty 20.
Okay. So you investigate the body, and it looks as though there was no struggle. But there is obviously a wound like I described before, and it looks as though the forehead has burn marks, little scorch marks around the hole to indicate that the gun was like put right up to the head when it was fired.
See.
And you, with a dirty 20, you would say the caliber bullet is pretty much identical to the type of guns that Skrothor uses.
Skrothor's a goddamn murderer. He cast an illusion spell to make it look like it was someone else. He woke me up in the middle of the fucking night and said, "Oh, shouldn't we go investigate? Shouldn't we go outside and investigate that nondescript shadow? That motherfucker killed this guy. He should guilty and he should go to jail." Also, I'm going to investigate the wall where the thing disappeared into.
Okay.
Maybe there's some ectoplasm I could collect on an index card.
So you go over to the shadowy part of the wall. It's very dark. There's no light seeming to hit it. But, yeah, you go over there and... I mean, you're just looking. It's too dark to see anything, really.
I'll smell as well.
It smells, you know what? Roll me a perception check.
19.
You do get a strange smell. It's a little musty.
Uh-huh.
But it also kind of smells familiar, but you can't place where you know that smell from. It's not Skrothor.
I don't mean to rules law your life to you, DM, but smell is the strongest sense tied to memory, so of course I would remember what it smells like.
It's true.
High low.
Do I... I was like, do I need to roll a new character?
Yeah, you did. No, I rolled a 49.
You're so bad at odds. You're so bad at odds.
Can't place.
It wasn't low last
You
time,
know
so it's
you
more
know
likely
it.
to.
And if
That
you
is not how odds work.
Sure
It's
it is.
literally always a 50-50 chance.
Well, then why am I? But
You're using the gambler's fallacy.
No.
I got a question.
No, each individual action does not increase the likelihood of a particular outcome.
What about the law that number?
that number.
Turtles do have a very good sense of smell.
They do. Yeah.
Do they?
I just Googled it, yes.
Which turtles?
He's more, but he's
also, he's a tortoise.
Oh.
Different.
Yeah, they have
Nose blind.
they're nose blind.
To their own bullshit.
Yeah, like I said, it smells familiar. So you've definitely smelled this before and recently, but you just can't.
You should wake your
place
friends
it.
up and ask them to smell
Exactly,
something.
Yeah. But yeah, you also just don't see the back wall. It's just pitch black.
Wait, I don't see it at all?
It's just dark. You just see darkness. It's like a shadow that you just don't see any discernible features of this
Can you
wall.
go in?
I take my lighter out.
It still stays dark.
Man.
Whoa!
No matter how close you get that lighter to it, it
I
still stays dark.
call Harmonica over. I yell for him. I yell for Harmonica.
Okay. After a few moments, he comes running over and he's just like, "What is it? What's going on?"
Cause there's a weird wall.
And he,
Wait, was this all this way?
I don't believe so. And he goes over.
Oh, this is the weird shadowy thing. It's still on the wall.
Your friend might be innocent after all. And he puts his hand up against it, and the wall sort of wobbles a bit. He's like, "You think this might be a door?"
What the fuck? Why would you say that?
You said he went into it.
Evil. Well, yeah, but I thought maybe he was a ghost or some sort of other paranormal
What did he look
banshee.
A shadow.
It's his features were nondescript.
Shadowy
Well, that's
even.
very helpful.
I'm sorry, not nondescript, indiscernible.
Okay. Well, all right. So how do we know it's not a door? Have you tried
Okay.
going in?
Let me get my crew.
All right.
Sissy.
Can we
Go through the
let
door,
Smoke-
sissy.
Can we let Skrothor come with me, or
Unfortunately, until we get this figured out, he's got to stay in the cell.
you know what? Fuck you. I'll go by myself.
Okay.
Oh, no, okay. I'm not going to go by myself. That's silly. I'm going to wake up my friends. I let my testosterone get the better of me. It's concentrated because I'm a little guy, you know? The testosterone.
You've been having a whole conversation here to yourself. I'm just trying to figure out, are you staying, you going, what are you doing?
I thought you were some sort of bard. I thought maybe you'd be better at conversation, but I guess you're more of a non-lyrical musician.
Sure. All right.
Okay. I go get my friends.
All right. So you go over to the back to the building, a few doors down. They're still sleeping soundly.
How many doors down is it?
A few.
That
It's
could
not
mean
three.
three.
It's not.
It could mean
It's
three.
not. It could be 4. It could be 2. It's a few.
It's probably between 3 and 5.
Maybe. A baker's few.
Look, I wake up my friends and I say, look, y'all are gonna think I've gone crazy, but we've got to be Skrothor Superman. Let's go into a weird dark portal evil door. Are y'all awake? Are you still sleeping? Wake the fuck up!
You see a flash of light out the window behind you, by the way.
You know what? I went and investigated the shadow. I'm not investigating the flash of fucking light. I'm going back to dead.
But I will
to
say
dead.
that your friends...
I'm going back to
your friends
dead.
wake up. You're going back to dead.
There was a shadow. Now there's a light.
Hold on. Yeah.
You
5
two.
more minutes.
I'm not ready.
You two notice a flash of light
No.
coming from the window.
Turn it off.
Close the shades back up there.
Get your pants on and let's go outside.
And you start to hear people yelling and screaming.
What did you do?
Surprisingly nothing.
Insight
Why
check.
don't I believe that?
I actually believe him for once. Where's Skrothor?
He's in jail.
What did you do?
Did you do?
Surprisingly nothing.
I'm gonna incite that again. I believe him even more now. I can't believe I just wasted 2 rolls on this stupid shit.
Something killed the priest. Looked like some sort of weird shadow. These features were very indiscernible.
That just sounds
Until-
like lazy storytelling.
I know it's like he's like the H.P. Lovecraft of DMs. Oh, it was an indescribable horror. Now, anyway, it killed the priest, and then it looked like Skrothor for a second, and then went into a weird black thing in the wall in the back, the Church of Chickens. And I'm told you never go in the back at KFC, but I think we're gonna have to do it.
A back room, you say?
Well, I don't know if it's a back room. It's some sort of doorway. But we got to go now, and there's lights outside and people screaming, so it's probably fine. We'll just ignore that and go into the wall.
Can I look out the window real quick?
It looks like the church is fully engulfed in flames.
Fucking shit.
And you were the last person seen going out the front of the church, you say?
Huh.
I'm gonna incite him one more time.
Yeah, I got a 19 on my insight
I still
check.
believe him.
Harmonica was in there.
Also, Gizzard, when you looked out the window, you saw a body on fire laying in front of the church.
Son of a bitch.
I feel like Harmonica might be out to get me. That or he's dead.
I'm really feeling like we just did this same thing that we always do again.
I thought we talk about not burning this opportunity or
Yeah, I
or
really liked
town
this
to the
place.
ground.
They had jugglers.
Are the
I don't know if
jugglers
they
on
still
fire?
do.
There's
Oh.
no juggler currently on fire, and there's no one
But
juggling
they're all
fire.
lighting.
at the
They're
Oh,
all
thank
lighting
God.
their juggler's
Yeah.
sticks
You're getting
so
ready
that they
to do
can
it.
juggle the fire.
moment. That's for the funeral.
The tiki torches.
It's a tiki torch juggling for the fire, and then they throw it into a boat.
Yes. A sand boat. But yeah, that's what you saw when you looked out the window.
Where are we staying again?
You're just staying in like an empty house that somebody had available. A few
Clancy, are
doors
we-
down from the church.
Clancy, are we running into this burning church?
I'm gonna go downstairs.
There's only one floor to this building.
Is there a kitchen in here?
Yeah, the other room has a kitchen.
All right, I'm gonna
like
go
a-
to the
it's like a
fridge.
Combo kitchen. There's no fridge. There's like a
Icebox?
combo, no icebox.
Sink full of ice cubes that have melted.
Where do they store beverages in this place?
Hot box.
A well
They have a well
In
Yeah.
the middle of the floor.
in the middle of the floor.
outside the building.
In this economy, at this exact point of
The
time.
living room is a combo bathroom, and by bathroom I mean tub.
Tub. Because you don't want to piss in the well?
Yes,
You gotta drink out of it.
kitchen and living room all
The
in one
well
thing.
is filled with yellow Fanta, but it's not. It doesn't have any bubbles left for some reason.
Gross.
All right, I put my gear on and I go outside reluctantly.
Okay. You notice that there's a large crowd. They're not that close to the church because the church is fully engulfed in flames, and there is a body it's just really burned up and
the body?
on fire, laying in front of the church. And Gizzard,
If I were to run and try and remove this body to try and save it from burning all the way up, could I do that without too much harm to myself?
it's pretty on fire, but you could probably like stamp it out or something.
I don't want to stamp it out. I'll bring
mean,
a
Put
blanket.
a blanket over it, whatever. It's not moving, so
I'm just gonna start stomping it.
Sure.
Oh my god. All right, so I do that.
All right, so you run over. Just roll me a dex check.
I'm a rogue.
Yeah. Rogues are great at putting out fires.
12.
You're okay. It takes you a little bit of time because you have a small blanket because you're tiny. And it takes you a little while to put out the fire, but you notice as you're flapping the blanket that it was probably at one point a very like shiny silver harmonica, but now it's a little dinged, sort of like falls out to the side. And you hear everyone say, "Look!" And they're pointing over in a direction. Perception check.
You mean you didn't take the firefighter archetype of rogue, Steve?
Perception check by whom?
All of you.
Okay.
I assume you all look to where the person
6.
says look.
With advantage
I'm
because
very
we're
busy
17.
stamping out this fire.
Yeah.
12.
Gizzard and Felita, you both look in the direction that the rest of the crowd is looking, and you definitely see Skrothor running away and into the shadows.
Skrothor's in jail.
Do we... I just want to settle and be normal persons.
And as you've experienced this whole thing of events, that's where we're going to take a break. Hello, listeners. It is I, Dennis, the world's most okayest DM, here to talk to you about patreon.com/botchedpodcast. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, we have, Discord access and bi-weekly episodes that are not related to the show, but instead just fun one-offs. In fact, one of the more recent ones we did for March was a, well, I don't actually know what Steve was planning for it to be, but I know what it turned into, which was like a Pulp Fiction meets breakfast cereal mascots sort of thing. You know what? Here's a clip.
Is there anything larger and sharper in this room?
Like a paper cutter?
All right. What kind of a roll do you want me to sever a bear's head with a fucking wrist knife?
With a letter opener.
Survival.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. The other thing I want to talk about is one of our higher tiers, the $50 a month bi-weekly gaming session with some of us, the Botch crew, and then also other patrons. We actually have 2 games going right now. One, I believe, is full up, although we could probably fit somebody in. That's, Steve and myself and some of the other patrons. They're currently doing Curse of Lestrade, I think, if memory serves me right. But please, if somebody wants to join the $50 level and convince us not to do that, I'm fine with it. The other one is Philip. He is DMing his own campaign set in the Fallout universe, and he's using the Fallout RPG guidebook. So if you want to be a part of that group, sign up for $50 a month, and you can join either one of those groups, whatever meets your fancy. So head on over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast to subscribe to that, or check out the other rewards we have. All right, back to the show. And we're back.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there someone that is like the sheriff or somebody that sits in the jail and sees me there the whole time, or am I just like...
You're there by yourself.
By myself?
Yeah.
So I could have just like walked out the whole time?
Yeah. I mean, the cell's locked. He locked the cell.
Okay. But there's no like overnight guy?
No.
All right. Well, meanwhile in the jail...
Oh, once upon a midnight eerie, I woke with shadows by my bed. I couldn't escape the gunshot sound or the priest that I found dead.
Just singing in my cell. Because the harmonica.
Skrothor, roll me a perception check.
And performance first.
Performance first.
Bird
Yeah.
traveler.
Performance, I got a 15.
Okay.
Pretty good job. Perception, I got a 23.
Okay. You notice you're doing a pretty good job performing your new made-up song, your new hit single. But you notice that the room's getting darker and darker. No. And like the light that's coming from the candles is getting less and less, almost like they're like fading away. And everything's just getting very dark to the point where you can't see anything anymore.
Not this shit again.
I want to cast light.
Okay.
So that I can see.
So you cast it, and it's like what, little ball of light, or you light something up? What is it?
Yeah, I make a little ball of light.
Okay. Make a little ball of light. And the
Well, sorry, I touched a thing.
Oh, you touched the thing.
I make the my cell thing. The
bars.
The bars?
light. Yeah.
Okay. So the bars light up, and as that darkness sort of encroaches on the area, you notice that the light on the bars sort of like descends into the middle, like they're just receding until they just disappear entirely, and then you can't see the bars anymore either.
I want to wild shape into something small enough to go between the bars and get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
A bat, because I can be a bat, and I don't have to
Sure.
see.
Yeah.
Bat.
Yeah. You turn into a bat.
I try to fly the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going.
So you just fly in a direction? Which direction would you like to fly?
Towards where I know that there's a door or window.
A window in his cell, right? There's a window in there.
You can't see it anymore. He's
But-
in total
Well,
darkness.
I try to echolocate it, and I'm gonna try to
Just
be
start
like
screaming.
yeah. I don't know. I try to give this guy the runaround, whoever's in here with me.
Okay. So what are you doing? Where are you flying?
Zigzagging
Oh,
my
you're
way
zigzagging.
to the
Okay.
window.
So you fly towards where the window, or where you think the window is, and you just thunk, you just hit something, and it has almost like a wooden sound to it
Ugh.
when you hit it.
Can I shapeshift into a woodpecker? Or a carpenter bee? Or a termite? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Seems dangerous.
It doesn't seem quite as dark as it did. In fact, now you can see this very faint light at the bottom, like in a line on the floor in front of you.
You should walk towards it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to go towards the light.
Are you changing back to? Are you still a bat?
Yeah.
Okay. It's on. So I'm trying to figure out where you are as this bat. If you
Yeah,
hit
I have
the-
no idea.
If you hit the bat, did you fall on the ground? Are you just on the side of this thing?
Well, so I went to where I thought the window was.
Yes.
I hit something wooden.
Yes.
I guess I'll change back into a birdman since I'm out of my cell,
Okay.
and then try to get to where the light is.
You now
I feel around.
You feel as though you're in a very enclosed space.
Like a cell?
Like maybe, no, smaller than that, I would say. Like maybe 3 foot square. But you do see this faint light in a line on the ground in front of you. Like a horizontal line. Like
Okay.
perpendicular
Like it's the
to
bottom of a door.
you. Like it's the bottom of a door, possibly. But it's
wanna-
still a little dark in the room.
Can I try to like open up that door, like from the bottom? Can I feel it?
So you feel around on the door, and you feel a. It's not a knob, but it's one of those like vertical door handles, you know, with like the little button sort of thing, and it does click. So it sounds like this is a door that opens.
I would like to try to open it.
You open the door, and before you see about a few dozen angry people running towards you, yelling "murderer," and you see a church on fire.
Do I see the party?
Yeah, they're over by a burning body.
I know this looks terrible. Hey, Skrothor! I got my hands up.
I was just in jail.
Everybody, calm down.
All right, so Gizzard ran basically got in between Skrothor and the
And
people.
I put me hands up.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
love
Polito would
this
also like to
town.
run over there.
Okay. Felita also does.
We would never do anything. This is Felita's favorite place. They've already put in a bid on one of the houses here.
Yeah, I want to live as close to Jugs as possible.
She loves it. She wants to nestle her face in them. It's the comfort of this place. This has been a setup, I say.
We saw him. We saw him run
You
in there.
think you saw him?
I think I can explain. Or I think Harmonica can explain, actually.
Oh no, put the corpse down.
Oh,
Yeah, no, don't touch it.
Can't you speak to the dead? I can
Oh, that's right, I'm a necromancer.
talk to this man. He can tell you.
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to speak to the dead.
I think he's gonna say things that are going to make us look in a bad light. Oh,
no. The truth will out.
I mean, for once we didn't do something, but
Right? That's why I believe this will work out.
Speak to the dead then, Skrothor.
Hello? Is this thing on?
The
I tap
burning
beak.
or crispy corpse?
Yeah, he's dead.
Crispy.
I like when the light's on and you can get freshly made corpses for free.
The crispy corpse just sits up.
Are you Harmonica?
That seems like a waste of a question.
Yes.
What killed you?
A bullet.
Who killed you?
My dead wife.
Not
if you-
Skrothor.
If you see there's no ring on his birdy, disgusting hand.
Everyone's like, yeah, it's gross. His wife's bit. What? That doesn't even make any sense. And then he just falls up, but he goes back to being a crispy critter. That doesn't even make sense. His wife died like a decade ago.
Exactly.
We need to go check the graveyard.
There's some sort of
That we
illusion.
dug up a corpse in.
So now that you have a whole audience just following you around, keeping a close eye
It's
on
like the movie
Skrothor.
Clue, but we're
Yes.
running from room to room.
Exactly. So you're going to the graveyard now.
To his wife's grave? I think, well, no, there's some sort of illusory work here. Like, there's illusion with darkness doors. We can talk to the
Look,
wife.
Skrothor. I don't know why you're talking so funny, but
Sorry. I get
We
hoarse
don't-
after I sing.
we don't know what it isn't until we know what it is.
You're right. I'm bad at logic.
And we did just dig up a corpse in this fucking graveyard.
I mean, I'll say I don't mind, but it's a lie.
Okay. So you're going to go
you have
dig
no
up.
one to blame but yourself.
You can go dig up the corpse.
And as we seek, so shall we find.
Okay. So you head to the graveyard. The townsfolk lead you to where Harmonica's wife is buried. You also see a couple other tombstones for his children. And it takes you a few minutes, and you dig
whoa,
up.
whoa. Nobody said anything about digging up her.
I thought
Oh,
we
you
were-
just go. Okay.
No, we're just going
You're just
there
going
to check
there.
it
Okay,
out.
that's fine. You go. You're there. You found it.
Look, guys, I still
It's-
see things hopefully.
It's intact.
Yeah, it's not. The ground does not seem undisturbed.
Oh, it's fine. It's not this. It's not this. What else? Anybody else got any ideas?
He did it.
Is the priest's body still around? or
You
is
think
that-
Skrothor is Harmonica's dead wife?
I mean, he was obviously traumatized by burns.
I look nothing like a lady.
You saw him come out of the jail.
Saw
He
who
couldn't
come
have
out
done
of
it.
jail?
No, I
Skrothor.
I saw him come out of the outhouse where he ran into. That's
Oh,
where
shit.
we chased him over there.
We should have found the door, the outhouse.
You didn't, because you were flapping around on that burnt body. You didn't see it.
Skrothor, did you kill that guy?
I did not.
You sure?
I am
The
very.
evidence seems very compelling.
I mean, I was in jail. You saw me taken to jail, Clancy.
No, I heard you taken to jail.
Okay. And I didn't do it. I didn't even have guns. Harmonica took my guns. Wait. You, the crowd, saw.
Wait. To the outhouse.
Yeah.
We all run over to the outhouse.
You go to the outhouse. Dun, 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 dun.
Just do it in post.
Sure.
The outhouse is on fire, and there is a dead piece of toilet paper outside.
I speak to it. How many ply are you?
One.
James Joyce. That's two.
You run over to the outhouse. It's exactly as you left it.
Okay, but is there black?
Full.
Destroyed.
Taco Day.
Is there black?
Is there perhaps black, pitch impenetrable black inside the outhouse?
Or anywhere in
the
by it?
poop area
You don't see
of the
any.
outhouse? I don't see any black.
What about in the jail
I
where
think you
I
should
was?
stick your head down and see if there's any magical darkness down there, Clancy.
I cast detect magic at the shit house.
You definitely get some sort of residual magical.
It like glows.
Yeah, the
everybody to
outhouse is
see.
glowing.
By chickums, something magical has happened here.
Well, we're not gonna trust you,
Why not?
cause you killed the priest and you killed what's his face?
I've killed no.
Well,
Harmonica.
Hold on. I know
Listen.
for a fact that he didn't kill the priest. I can't speak to Harmonica, but Obviously, if y'all are all welcome to cast your own detect magic spell to see if there's any residual magic.
All I can do is detect juggle.
Is there any juggle
He
here?
just starts throwing things.
Now there is.
Yeah, 30 feet that way, I see juggling. I feel it in my bones.
Felita's just watching, fascinated.
Where in the outhouse is it glowing?
Down in it.
It looks like the back wall specifically is lit up a little bit.
Is it undulating like the?
No, you can see the features of the back wall of the outhouse, but like I said, it's not like glowing bright to indicate that it is currently magic, but it is like a faint glow to indicate that there's some sort of residual.
As if like a magical thing went through it?
Or maybe at one point it was magical and is no longer. Or maybe even recently.
And where's the jail that Skrothor was in?
It's like across the street from the church.
Is it also...
On fire? No.
No. Is the back of the outhouse pointing towards the jail that Skrothor was in?
No.
Okay.
Opposite direction.
Gotcha. Church still on fire?
Oh yeah, it's still on fire.
I mean, is anybody going to do anything about this?
Well, we're trying to one thing at a time, sir.
I mean, it just seems like one thing is
it's
very
going to take
more...
us a lot of buckets to put that thing
It's a
out.
stone church and it's on fire.
You know what? Chickham's died and rose again. The church will
Well,
too.
like the phoenix that he was.
Yeah, exactly.
And you are a great flock, I might say.
Call.
Praise Chickums.
I just feel like I might be worried about like wind hitting all the rest of the buildings and
I
stuff
guess
like
it
that. But
is.
that's just me.
Well, it's actually not super. It's not right next to any buildings. So
It's like in the center of a square or something.
I would say there's about 20 feet of space between this and the next building. So
Yeah, fires never jump 20 feet before. You're right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
not
go
a
over-
fireologist. Ferologist.
I didn't invent fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over to the church.
Well, fuck you, Prometheus.
It's very hot.
That was my question.
Prometheus didn't
is it-
invent it, he just brought it to the people.
He stole it.
It's true.
As far as
He's a
those
thief.
apes were concerned, he did.
Otto.
You mean people?
Damn dirty apes.
Sorry, Greeks.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. No. We ain't doing that.
He brought them fire and Windex.
I mean, literally, he brought the Greeks fire.
Yes.
I've read Homer. It's true.
Sure. So you go over to the church. Yeah, it's hot.
What can I see while I'm looking in?
Fire. It's like it looks like a standard.
Priest still...
Oh, the body's burning in the back, but yeah, I mean
Is that wall that...
it's lit up. It's
Okay.
not shadowy right now. There's beams falling down. It's crumbling a little bit.
Who's the second in charge now that Harmonica is no longer with us?
Well, the deputy.
And I'm asking, who is that?
Deputy Didgeridoo.
Everybody looks around. They're like, "Well, I don't see him."
Quite odd, eh?
Shiroth?
Okay. What?
Deputy sleeping on the job, y'all.
I mean, I thought I saw him earlier. I don't see him right now, though.
Where does he live? Go
What-
to his house
what
and
would
get
we
He
him.
do?
lives next to the jail.
Go get him.
Go get it.
Okay. So somebody scurries across the street, goes over to the building, knocks, looks in the windows. Then you see that that person looks over and notices that the door to the jail is open, and goes over there and says, "Oh my God, I found him!"
I'm on my way.
Dun, 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 dun.
Felita looks over to Skrothor and says, "This looks real fucking bad for you, you know."
I didn't do it.
So you run over, and inside is the deputy shot in the chest. Skrothor's guns are laying on the floor, and the cell door is hanging open. There are feathers everywhere.
Those could be anyone's feathers.
And they're like, "Well, guess we found the deputy."
Deputy.
With this, I speak with the dead beak.
Yes.
Who killed you?
Skrothor.
God damn it.
You know, it's nice to not be the bad one in the party for once.
How do you know it was Skrothor?
I mean, I don't know you don't know Skrothor personally. I just know that it looks just like you.
Anybody in town an illusionist?
I'm a magician.
Kill him!
He does that trick where his finger comes apart. It's like, whoa.
Felita looks and she's just like,
Magic.
that's so
I know
cool.
magic. And like sparkly dust comes out.
All right, Job, you need to calm down just a bit.
Oh, sorry.
You get
It's
one
not
more
real
question.
magic, Felita. It's not real magic. He just has a fake thumb behind his real thumb.
He
I can't
coughs a
do that.
pigeon at
I
you.
can wait. Don't tell me I can't do that either.
Before tonight, did you think Skrothor was capable of such a thing?
Yes. Oh, you're not asking
The
me.
deputy?
Yeah.
I don't know you. And then he just dies.
I thought it was the same guy from the episode.
All right.
Where's our town watch guy, friend?
Oh, the blacksmith?
No, everyone. Who is next in command now that the deputy is no longer with us?
I mean, I guess the marshal?
To the marshal!
And so,
Skrothor picked up his guns though.
Yes.
whoa. I don't think he should have those.
I have not.
He
I think
just shot
everybody
the
should be
deputy.
armed. No,
I think everybody but him should be armed.
Fine.
Those are his emotional support revolvers.
So the crowd just has like all guns drawn on him, and they're just like everyone's moving as a circle.
I turned into a...
Felita. Oh, okay.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Felita takes Skrothor's guns, but as I do so, I touch his hand and cast
It's gross.
Death Ward on him.
What's that do?
If he dies, if he gets down to 0 hit points, he actually only has 1 hit point. He does not die.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something cool, like if he dies, he explodes.
He dies. He dies.
He dies. He dies.
Uh,
I cast.
I
That's how
cast
it is.
Drago.
So everyone moves as a whole towards the marshal's house. And the marshal's house is on the outskirts of town. And it looks like there is a light. So it looks like someone's awake in the house.
I knock on the marshal's door.
So you knock, and after about 5 seconds, you hear like this grumbling noise. And the door opens, and your eyes immediately go down as there's a short, stubby gnome who's just saying,
Yeah, I'm the marshal. What do you want?
I'm gonna pick him up. So that we're at the same
he's
eye
holding
level.
a sawed-off shotgun in your face.
I don't like to be picked up.
Oh, you're adorable. Guess what? Good news for you.
you're the mayor now.
You're in charge of this town.
Fuck. What happened to the harmonica?
Ah, well, that's the great thing.
No one knows.
We don't know.
What happened to Deputy Didgeridoo?
Guess what? Behind door number 2, more mystery.
Everyone's like, Skrothor did it.
No, that's not. It's not true.
He definitely
Nope.
killed everybody.
No,
That's not
He
true.
didn't
I
do
persuade him to believe me and not
If I
the
killed
people that he knows.
Sure.
If I killed everyone, I would have just flown away in the night. I can do that. I'm here to prove to you that I didn't do it. And I'm a good guy. And I love chickums. Praise him.
All right. Okay. Well,
We
well, do we have any
that-
witnesses?
No.
Why do you say it like that?
Well, Harmonica said that his wife killed him.
That's right.
His wife's been dead for 10 years.
Well, that's why we
Yes.
believe that there is some dark magic at play. Maybe an illusionist of some sort. Maybe the devil. Maybe it was Tom in a dress. We have no idea.
Like a bad play where the
Wait.
heroes are right.
So did his wife come back from the dead and shoot him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Her grave was undisturbed.
Okay.
But he doesn't know. We don't know. We need your help, Marshal Pennybottom.
There's something magical about your outhouse.
It's Nickelbottom.
Sorry.
Mr. Nickelbottom.
Okay. Well, normally the way we do these investigations is we check for witnesses first. Who saw? Did anyone see anything?
Clancy.
Clancy did,
Everyone
yes.
raises their hands.
Yeah, I saw some stuff.
What'd you see, son?
Well, we awoke for mysterious circumstances in the middle of the night, and I saw some sort of indiscernible shadow go by the window. And then it was so indiscernible, Marshall, you have no idea. I couldn't discern a thing.
So
We got up.
So no details.
Look, I'm not done. I'm not done. Okay, but then we got up, me and Skrothor, and we went to the church, and there was the indiscernible shadow indiscernibly standing over the recently deceased, very discernible body of the priest. He then floated into the wall like, woo! He made that sound. It was crazy.
So what you're saying is you didn't see anything.
After it turned into something that looked like me, it floated to the
Then
wall.
Okay.
we went over to the wall after, Skrothor was arrested for the murder of the priest, which he probably did not do. Probably.
I was with
Now,
you the whole time.
the rear of the wall was some sort of black portal thing, but I decided to pussy out and go get my friends first, and that is when the church was lit on fire.
And Harmonica was killed.
Harmonica was killed.
Okay.
Then we saw the same shadowy figure, but it kind of looked like Skrothor this time.
It had already turned into me after it killed the priest.
But he was in the jail at the time, so it couldn't have been
Yes.
him.
So
And
you-
I was attacked by darkness while I was in the cell. And
Well, how'd you get out of the cell?
I followed a bar of light. And then when I woke up, I was in the outhouse. And everyone saw me.
Oh, and the sheriff, he said his dead wife killed him.
No, that was Harmonica.
That was
The
Yes.
sheriff said that something that looked like me killed him.
that
The
was
deputy.
The deputy.
Harmonica's kind of the sheriff.
I thought he was the
Harmonica
mayor.
was.
Yeah, he's like a sheriff too.
It's a police
So wait, the
autocracy here.
deputy said that Skrothor killed him?
He did,
Yes.
but that was after we saw the shadow look like me.
Yes, but
I put me hand up.
Dropping him.
I couldn't have been somebody polymorphing into the shape of our friend Skrothor here. Or shape change or any of these other higher level demonic spells.
Or, another idea, does anyone in this town have Zone of Truth memorized? Perhaps on a scroll. Perhaps they know it.
As a matter of fact, that's the only spell I know is Zone of Truth.
I would love... and we should have other people in there to make sure that it works.
Let's put the whole town in there.
Yeah, and ask uncomfortable questions of everyone. And then me,
I mean,
or you could
I
just
feel like
find
we
out.
should just ask pertinent questions.
Yes, okay. We don't need to know
Yeah.
if the jugglers are a secret underground cabal where they smuggle
Yeah, we don't need to
people.
know that. So he takes a it's kind of like a retractable stick in his pocket, and he extends it a bit, and then he starts to draw this big circle around the entire crowd that includes you guys too. And he's like marking little runes on the outside of the circle as well. And then he puts his hand on the circle and he starts speaking in a language you're kind of familiar with, as being spellcasters. And all of a sudden this circle lights up, starting from his point and going simultaneously around both sides. And then the inside of the circle lights up, and each of you, starting from your feet and going up to your heads, you all light up a little bit, and it gets very sparkly. And a lot of sparkles just sort of hanging in the air.
Very nice.
And everyone's
I always
just,
knew I was a vampire.
all right. Skrothor, did you kill anybody here?
No.
Well, that's okay. Zone of Truth. They could just ignore the question. They don't have to say yes or no. I was gonna say I could just ask who here killed him, but then then people don't have to answer. All right. Well, I guess we'll do this one by one. And he just, person by person, starts asking everybody, "Did you kill?" Everybody. And he gets about halfway through the crowd, and you notice a small child just bolts out
No.
of the crowd.
I
and runs.
say give chase.
Lasso. Lasso that little boy named Ted.
I'm just a cute little boy.
I chase him down.
You chase him? Okay. Roll me athletics.
Yeah, with my little legs. He's got little legs, and so do I. I'm the perfect person to catch him.
21.
Okay.
9.
You, Clancy, you got your stubby little legs. Just nothing.
Shell's really heavy.
Gizzard. So you're chasing after, and you're gaining on him And then all of a sudden you notice that the child starts to pull away slightly. It almost seems like the child's also getting bigger.
Disappears like a shadow.
And nobody else sees this.
Oh, yeah, everybody sees
Everybody
it now.
sees
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they just didn't all give chase simultaneously.
Sure. No, I now
You took
understand.
initiative.
A mob with a torch is led by Captain Gizzard.
Sure. But yeah,
that child!
so the child is now a full-on adult, though you can't really...
They
you
grow
don't,
up
you don't know
so
what the front of
fast.
it looks like, but...
How far away from me?
I would say about 20 feet.
Fuck. If only I had taken that spell, we could know who it was. Perhaps.
From a child to an adult this
Son
quick.
of a
So
bitch.
many precious moments lost.
What's my movement?
For 30.
His voice
probably.
cracks for a half second while I was running.
Probably 30. I feel like everybody's is 30 except for probably Clancy because he's small.
At least we-
You know what?
At-
I'm sorry.
At least we never had to walk in on him masturbating.
For a half second, he gave it a pump.
yeah.
And kept running.
We don't yet. It could still happen.
I cast Fly on myself, which gives me 60.
Okay. All right, so you're going to very quickly catch up to him.
My walking speed is 30.
And I'm gonna scoop him up
Okay.
and fly him back to the zone of truth.
So you just grapple check.
And do I get a good look at who it is?
Well, you're coming up behind him. I rolled a 23.
That outdoes my grapples.
Okay. So you fly towards him. He flips around, and it's you. And he just instead bear hugs you
Hey!
and gives you a little wink and then starts to scurry towards the shadows of the buildings, just holding you in place.
Oh no, I don't like this. This is now, it's laughing like me now.
Oh, no, don't worry, I got him,
Oh,
he says.
to the depths.
Oh, David Jones is
Oh,
taking
I
him.
hate the monkeys. Don't bring me back there.
And yeah, he's running towards an alleyway, it looks like.
Voice and head, would I be able to maybe wing this character and this monster that's holding my my
Roll
friend, as they say, Captain
Where do you want to
Gizzard?
hit him or try to hit him?
I was shocked in the
Well,
buttocks.
I would like to hit him in the buttocks because not only does it help with vertical stabilization, it is necessary for running.
And I'll give
I've
it a
seen
second
Forrest
poop
run
hole.
with a bullet in his butt.
I shoot him in the ass like
Okay.
a little bastard.
Roll to attack.
And I
Imagine that poop hole loophole.
Mm.
Anyway.
so is the entire crowd following this?
Oh,
at this
yeah,
point?
now,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
Skrothor can go there.
They were sort of shocked at first, then they're like, what? There's two gizzards?
22.
I rolled really well on that grapple check too.
If only I had taken past
I'm
20
not,
traits,
I'm,
I
not
could've-
a, I'm not a strength man, so
I rolled a 19 on the dice.
and I rolled an 18 with the 0 bonuses.
or freedom of movement. Shit.
Clancy, you definitely hit him in the buttock
Nice.
with the bullet. It does seem to hinder his movement some.
I did take
He doesn't stop.
Persuasion, who are you?
I'm you.
Where's Rachel?
Obviously, I'm you.
Alrighty, kids.
Arr, yes.
Can we make out just a little bit? I've always wanted to, you know.
Well, can Skrothor cast Dispel Magic on them as they're doing that?
What's the range?
The range is 120 feet.
So you cast Dispel Magic, and there's a flash as the two of them stumble into an alleyway.
God damn it.
And before you can really discern what has happened, that's where we're going to call it. So thanks for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers. The OG Lone Ranger Big Jim, The Knuck, Lord Chronic, Skinner, B-Mel, Shanda Panda, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Zukari, Scabby Goose, Lost Limey, Sapper Supreme, The God King, Red Panda Bash.
Long may they bash.
And old swamp ass. You want to support the show? You can do so over on so many stupid websites. FreedomValleyHorsePace.com, DickBlood.me, DickBlood.club, Cornhub.icu, LizardTeats.com, mookmolk.com, BuyTheseViagra.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, DamnYouDentist.com, BirdsWithPenises.com, or newly minted Chickums.church.
Praise him.
Double K's in there, apparently.
Ooh.
Or simply patreon.com/botchpodcast. Want to support the show but can't do it financially, but you still want to, celebrate us for putting in all our fucking hard work and time.
We're so tired.
It only takes a few minutes to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your Botched.
If you don't,
and old
Phil's gonna hurt
Chonky
me.
will have to read it out on the show. Like our newest
thank
5-star review. It's a fucking book.
Good.
5 stars. Stoked. April 21st, 2023. Breathtaking. Behold, beloved beings, the brilliant and balmy Botched podcast, bursting with banter, bravado, and boisterousness. By bringing their brand of bohemianism to Dungeons & Dragons, these bumbling but brave players, create a bizarre world that's both beautiful and bonkers. From the beginning, Botched is bountiful with belly laughs and bad jokes, but also a bond that's palpable between the players. Even when things go badly, the players remain buoyant, bouncing back from a bad roll and bad decisions with boldness that's nothing short of inspiring. But what really sets Botched apart is the way these players build a story together, brimming with beasts, battles, and bizarre scenarios. This world is brought to life by their boundless creativity. They're not afraid to be bold, to take chances, and to make bold moves that shake up the story and leave everyone breathless. Through it all, Botched remains a beacon of beauty and brilliance, a celebration of the boundless human spirit and a beauty of adventure. So if you're taking mushrooms, if you're looking for something bold and breathtaking, something that will leave you feeling both blessed and bewildered, then give Botched a listen. Because in a world that can often be bland and boring, this podcast is a brilliant burst of bliss that's not to be missed.
Did you say who that was
I
from?
was going to say.
Stoked.
No, you did say that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro music. They are all over the internet at Gozer_music, or you can listen to their album, which has recently dropped. Thank you to Emily Swan for her album art. You can find her all over the internet at a swan named Emily. Want to send something to the show, and we'll open it up on stream if I remember to go. You can send something to the P.O. Box. That's 3178 Gettysburg, Pennsylvania 17325. And as always,
When you make up a joke about a deputy named Didgeridoo specifically to make fun of Australians, because fuck you, guy that said we had fake rolls like 4 seasons ago.
You fuck.
Scream Botched, and we'll discern your
I haven't
features.
fucking forgotten that, and it's still what keeps me up at night. We'll see you next week, nerds!
You can support each of us in our own little different ways. My first comic book has come out, and if you'd like to purchase it, you can head on over to www.hiveheadstudios.com, where you can even download a free sample of the book to see if it's something, up your alley. You can also support me over at patreon.com/hiveheadstudios. You can support Steve's stuff over at YouTube or TikTok or any of his other social media at He Who Is Steve. You can support Phil on Patreon or Twitch at Imaginary Nomad. You can support Jen by checking out her other podcasts like Horse Girls on all your podcatchers. You can also check her out on social media or Twitch at Jenna Chill with one L. And you can check out Chonky every so often on Twitch at Chonky_Kong. All right, I'm bringing us in.
All right.
Do it. Just do it.
I did it.
Just
Don't tell me to just do it. I
do it.
did it.
Don't
okay,
do
fine.
it.
I'll
Don't
take us
do
back
it,
to
do it,
starting.
do it.
Yes, do it.
And then I did back to normal. Boom.
You won't. You
I
won't.
already did it. I just
Prove
did
it.
it.
Can't prove it.
No,
I'll send you the
I
VOD.
didn't see it.
Wait,
so-
you're going to see the VOD.
Yep.
I'm on the VOD.
You are the VOD.
I don't even
I
want
am
to
the
be
VOD
here.
squad.
You are the VOD squad.
No, I'm the VOD.